Hello there guys, today I wanted to make for you a pour over iced coffee. Now my water just came to a boil, so I'm going to start my stopwatch there and I'm going to let that chill out for a minute and a half. So I've got a 16-ounce travel mug with 10 ice cubes in it, and I've already gone ahead and pre-moistened my filter in the sink. Since I'm only doing iced coffee, I don't need it heated up. I just want to rinse it off. Now I've ground and dosed out my coffee. I've got a pretty fine grind here. This will be pretty quick extraction, so you'll want to go somewhat fine. And I'm going to go ahead and transfer my water to my tea kettle. I picked this tea kettle up at a secondhand store for dirt cheap. And I've got another video on that shows that in more detail. If you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. Alright, so I'm going to start the bloom. And I want to try and bloom with about twice as much water as I've used coffee, give or take. Let that bloom up. Yeah, I started doing pour overs about 1.5 years ago just to try and get a good cup of coffee. My 12-cup coffee maker wasn't giving me a good single cup, so I started looking at single serve brewers, but those are expensive, or they'll have issues like leaking or overflowing and things like that. And with these pour over cones, they're relatively inexpensive depending on what you get, and they require very little maintenance, and they really make a good cup of coffee. You can really tweak your cup to the way you like it. Play around with grind fineness, water temperature, all kinds of things like that. There it is. So I just started by microwaving my water in a measuring cup and pouring it through a makeshift funnel, but that worked out pretty well right there, and I was hooked ever since. So I've just been perfecting my technique, and little by little grabbing more equipment here and there. I started with an electric kettle, and then I got the proper drip cone, and I might like to one of these days get maybe a glass Hario or a ceramic Kalita. I'm not sure. I'll pick one of those up one of these days and just again add to my collection of coffee making gear. But the piece of equipment that really put it over the top for me was the grinder. That turned me into a coffee snob for sure, because then I was more willing to try different beans, and you can grind them on the spot right there. You don't have to grind a whole bag at the store or anything like that. So that's a really good investment to make, and mine's not expensive. It's just a Capresso Infinity. They're like $80 at Bed Bath & Beyond. But yeah, for a true espresso machine, it won't get the job done, but for most of us, it works out really well. So this looks like it's done. Nice fresh cup of iced coffee. Tap that off. And there it is. Thanks so much, guys. Later.